From the terrifying darkness of the Heian Era to the climactic final battle, one figure has cast a shadow over the entire world of Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. He is the ultimate evil, the embodiment of fear and obsession, and the progenitor of all demons, Muzan Kibutsuji. Today, we're diving deep into the terrifying thousand-year saga of Muzan Kibutsuji, exploring his origins, his terrifying powers, his relentless quest for perfection, and the ultimate downfall of the Demon King. Get ready, because this is the entire story of Muzan Kibutsuji. To truly understand Muzan, we must rewind over 1,000 years to the Heian Era. He wasn't always a demon. He was born a human, tragically frail and sickly. Diagnosed with a terminal illness, told he wouldn't live past 20, young Muzan stared mortality directly in the face. This fear, this desperate clinging to life, would define his entire existence. In a desperate attempt to save him, a compassionate physician administered an experimental medicine. Its key ingredient? The incredibly rare and mysterious blue spider lily. Muzan, impatient and convinced the medicine was failing, lashed out. In a fit of rage, he murdered the very doctor trying to save him. But in that chilling moment, a horrific realization dawned. The medicine had worked. It cured his illness, yes, but it also transformed him into something monstrous. He gained immense strength, immortality, and an insatiable hunger for human flesh. He became the very first demon. However, this newfound power came with a fatal flaw, an agonizing, immediate vulnerability to sunlight. And by killing the doctor, Muzan had inadvertently destroyed the only person who knew how to perfect the cure and eliminate this weakness. His 1,000-year nightmare had begun, with his human life shattered and immortality tainted by the sun's lethal glare. Muzan's entire existence became consumed by a single, terrifying goal: to achieve absolute perfection. He would conquer the sun, no matter the cost. He pursued two main avenues. First, he commanded his growing legion of demons to relentlessly search for the elusive blue spider lily. Second, and far more sinister, he began transforming countless humans into demons with his own blood, hoping one would eventually mutate and gain immunity to the sun. His plan? To simply devour that demon and claim their power for himself. To aid him in this horrific quest, he created the 12 Kizuki, his elite, most powerful demons, fueled by his potent blood. His rule was absolute, his temperament brutal. Failure meant instant, agonizing death, a terrifying reminder of his power through the Kibutsuji's curse, a command in his blood that kills any demon who dares speak his name. His arrogant belief in his own invincibility was only ever truly shattered by one man, Yoriichi Tsugikuni, the legendary sun-breathing user. Yoriichi inflicted wounds Muzan could not fully regenerate for centuries, a terrifying reminder of what true power, born from the sun, could do. These scars fueled a deep-seated fear in Muzan, a fear he tried to bury under layers of arrogance and cruelty. Muzan Kibutsuji isn't just a powerful demon, he is the absolute apex. His abilities far surpass any other demon, making him a walking, breathing instrument of terror. His primary power is total biokinesis, complete instantaneous control over every single cell in his body. This grants him ultimate regeneration. He can heal from any injury in an instant, even decapitation, a fatal blow for all other demons. Multiple vital organs. To ensure his survival, his body is riddled with redundancies. 7 hearts and 5 brains, strategically placed to make killing him a near impossible feat. Flawless shapeshifting. This cellular control allows him to flawlessly change his appearance, age, gender, and build, blending seamlessly into human society for centuries. From a doting father to a sophisticated woman, his disguises were perfect. Monstrous combat form. In battle, he transforms into a grotesque, towering beast of flesh, armed with deadly, whip-like appendages. These sharp, flexible weapons can attack multiple targets simultaneously, making him a nightmare on the battlefield. Beyond his physical form, his blood is a weapon itself. It creates and empowers demons, but also holds them captive. Any demon who dares defy him, or even speaks his name, meets a horrific end as his own blood turns against them. He maintains a telepathic link with his subordinates, accessing their memories and pushing his terrifying will upon them. He is literally and biologically their king. Muzan's reign of terror directly intersects with the tragic fate of the Kamado family. It was Muzan who slaughtered them and turned Nezuko into a demon, a reckless experiment to see if she could conquer the sun. Ironically, this very act would lead to his undoing, as Nezuko would indeed become immune to sunlight. Her existence became Muzan's ultimate obsession, the missing piece to his perfection. The stage for his downfall was set. The Demon Slayer Corps, led by the noble Kagaya Ubuyashiki, devised a daring plan. Ubuyashiki sacrificed himself and his family in a colossal explosion to injure and trap Muzan, dragging him into the otherworldly realm of the Infinity Castle. Here, the final, desperate battle began. The Demon Slayer's true weapon wasn't just their swords, but a complex four-stage drug developed by the brilliant demon doctor Tamayo, who Muzan ruthlessly murdered during the fight. This potent poison was injected into Muzan, triggering a cascade of devastating effects. It attempted to turn him back into a human. It rapidly aged him by an astonishing 9,000 years per hour, crippling his strength. It suppressed his healing abilities, making every wound critical. Weakened, poisoned, and facing the combined might of the surviving Hashira and Tanjiro, Muzan fought with unimaginable desperation. The battle's true objective wasn't to kill him with a blade, but to simply hold him in place until dawn. As the sun began its ascent, Muzan made one final, horrifying transformation, morphing into a colossal, infant-like creature of pure flesh, desperate to escape. But the Demon Slayers held firm, and as the first rays of sunlight touched his ancient body, Muzan Kibutsuji, the Demon King, was finally irrevocably destroyed, millennia of evil burning away into dust. Yet even in death, he had one last terrifying card to play. In a final act of malice, he transferred all his remaining blood and consciousness into a dying Tanjiro, momentarily transforming him into the ultimate Demon King, immune to the sun. But the unbreakable bonds of family and friendship proved stronger than any demonic curse. With Nezuko's desperate pleas and the unwavering support of his comrades, Tanjiro battled Muzan's essence internally, reasserting his humanity. Muzan's influence was completely eradicated, and Tanjiro returned to human form, finally bringing an end to Muzan's 1,000-year reign of terror. Muzan Kibutsuji was a being defined by fear, obsession, and an insatiable hunger for power. His story is a chilling reminder of how the desire for immortality can twist a soul into the darkest forms imaginable. From a frail human to the terrifying Demon King, Muzan's tale is inextricably linked to every triumph and tragedy in the world of Demon Slayer. What do you think about Muzan's motivations? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more Demon Slayer content, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next upload. Thanks for watching.